right, I've been meaning to watch this for a couple of days. We got the Bowser versus Eggman death battle. Here we go. All the cool stuff happens while I'm away from my computer. But we're back.
Bowser versus Dr. Eggman,
The king of the Koopas and the baddest of badniks. And they're not alone.
he's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I think Eggman should win.
Ah, the Mushroom Kingdom. A peaceful land of kindness, adventure, love.
Oh boy,
What?
Move aside, princess. It's time this place got way more awesome. Here comes King Koopa himself, better known as Bowser.
The moment this orphan star child was found by Kamek, it was clear
Damn.
Bowser would command the disparate outcasts of the Mushroom.
Listen, the Mario RPG games is where I feel like the power scaling gets out of hand. Like, the Mario characters are much more powerful in these universes.
The Koopa Clan.
Sadly, not everyone's born a toad, and they treat these critters like monsters, fated to a life of infinite jump farming for one of them.
Bowser is 34 years old. Is that... Can we get a fact check on that? Is that true? King Bowser Koopa is his name? Okay. All right.
Bowser wanted a different world, but Princess Peach Toadstool would never allow the evil king's day in the sun. Her light was so bright, Bowser became infatuated with her.
So he turned all the toads into bricks and kidnapped her, putting their princess in another castle, and another, like 40 years of castles, only to be released if she agrees to marry him and his dad bod.
Yet he was
His
foiled
what?
time and time again by those pesky Mario
Oh,
brothers.
no.
However, Bowser is nothing if not persistent.
Look at him! Dude's built like a brick house strapped to a saw trap. That spiked shell takes a lot of punishment. Not even the weight of a castle can scratch it, especially when he rolls up like a prehistoric baby.
Okay.
And the Koopa King doesn't just breathe fire and control lava, he commands nature itself.
Spitting meteors from outer space, beckoning the earth with a snap, inhaling torrents
Yo, these abilities, yo, they're dragging it, bro.
of wind, straight up calling down lightning. What else has he got?
Oh, just a little dabbling
They're using Mario Party. Is Mario Party even canon?
in dark magic.
Hell yeah, Wizard Turtle.
The original NES manual even describes him as a sorcerer king. Magic is how he turned the toads into bricks, only countered by the princess's heart magic.
But that's not all the magic he's mastered. Telekinesis, creating perfect clones, reanimating his undead skeleton, and worst of all, ruining every game of Mario Party.
All right, listen, he might win just off of that.
No, I stole those coins fair and square.
Bowser spent decades hoarding treasures, coins, magic star rods, warships, clown cars, you name it. This is the same guy that created multiple flying castles fashioned after his own face.
Yeah, he's definitely got an
And
ego on
Dr.
him.
Eggman
He's
has-
talked about having a 4-digit IQ, but I've seen this moron put death traps in his own backyard. A man after my own heart.
Despite his clumsiness, Bowser's charisma and leadership brought many to his side. Not enough to defeat Mario, but his army doesn't make it easy on the Red Plumber.
They're the most wicked band of misfits this side of World 8-4. The Koopa Troop.
An army spanning multiple territories across the Mushroom World and beyond.
Goombas,
Let's be honest. The Koopas and all that, they got nothing on the Badniks.
Koopas, the Troopas, and the others make up the infantry. Some with wings, some in shoes, and some even in race cars. They're the red shirts, first in and first out.
Piranha plants, bloopers, and lakitus use their surroundings to get the jump on unsuspecting prey, by land, sea, or sky.
We'd be here forever jotting down the small fries. Booze, shy guys, sentient bombs with feet, and more.
It was imperative for Bowser to nurture a unit that covers their own vulnerabilities. For example, Kamek and King Boo both have magic, but Boo has battlefield control with illusions and destabilizing dimensions.
Okay.
While Kamek focuses on buffing allies, canceling enemy powers, summoning...
Kamek is kind of OP.
Or swapping my items to screw up my Mario Party lead.
Why is everyone
Oh my god, there's an ad.
Not again.
Speaking of items, most of the minions can use pretty much any power-up Mario can. The Goombas make frequent use of Tanuki tails, and Bowser can really get into the cat roleplay.
Bowser can get into the what?
But as the Koopa Troop grew and grew, it started to feel less like an army and more like a family unit.
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean like his kids, the Koopalings.
They're adopted. Bowser took them in and even trained them in dark magic.
Though no one's as spoiled as his natural Nepo baby, Bowser Jr.
Is what?
Of the Koopa Troop.
Spoiled is an understatement. Remember his escapades as Shadow Mario? He terrorized Delfino Plaza with literal evil paint. That
Evil paint. Okay, is that... Yo.
whole debacle was basically his attempt at elementary school art class.
And I bet Bowser still has some on the fridge. But really, the king is very protective of his kids. If the fam's in trouble, he can will himself to transform into a giant kaiju, all to crush whatever bully's target smack.
Okay, that's pretty powerful.
Overkill. Just one punch from Giant Bowser launched a castle out of orbit. Taking into account the flight path and the scale of their universe, Bowser's punch must have hit with a force of over 125 trillion tons of TNT.
They're making a good case, I'm not gonna lie.
Considering how Yoshi punted poor Raphael the Raven so hard he exploded into a constellation of stars, this isn't even close to Bowser's full strength.
So don't bully his kid, especially if he falls into some of Bowser Jr.'s set of black paint. That stuff's scary.
Enough to unleash Bowser's Dark Fury, a form whose very steps cause widespread natural disasters.
Okay, seriously, how does Mario ever beat this guy? He's like Godzilla, Doctor Strange, and John Cena all in
John Cena.
We're not even.
You can't see him.
Bowser's dark magic became so potent he eventually learned how to warp the very fabric of reality.
Anything the king imagines, he makes happen. He turned all of
They're showing
Yoshi's
old TV shows, come on.
island into a storybook. And remember those painted worlds in Mario 64? Yeah, he made those. And the staircase that goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Oh God, does anyone know how to BLJ?
He also stole ultra-powerful items like the Wonder Flower, which can mold reality like Play-Doh, and the Dream Stone, which can be used to wish someone out of existence.
But his most iconic thefts are those big shiny power stars.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Infant power stars, aka Lumas, can become whole galaxies. They also ferried Mario across the universe in 3 seconds. That's 489 quadrillion.
Okay, they're dragging it. They're dragging it.
light speed.
Obviously, the Big Daddy Grand Stars are even crazier. Bowser used one to power his space kingdom, but then guess who showed up to ruin everything? It's a him!
And when the Grand Star was freed, it caused a chain reaction that destroyed the entire universe via a massive black hole.
Okay.
Space god that Rosalina showed up to save the day.
Not that Bowser needed saving. He's been swallowed by another black hole and thrown into a star that went supernova.
Imagine if this crazy OP fire turtle had to fight himself.
You know what? They are making a good case. Like, if you think about base Dr. Eggman and then base Bowser, like, it's so inconsistent. Some games, if you go just off of the game logic, it feels like he's not that powerful, but, you know, they put the whole case together. It's like, okay. I mean, he can transform into a giant form. He can destroy galaxies. Okay, I see the vision.
Oh, wait, he did, and he beat the hell out of him.
With all this power, it's a wonder he still hasn't conquered the Mushroom Kingdom. Perhaps
A 61,000-ton castle. So that's like super strength. Dr. Eggman could never do that. Conquered most of the universe twice, harnessed the grand stars. Yeah, I don't know.
it's because his visions of grandeur were never really what he sought. Surrounding him is a crew of outcasts and miscreants like him. Ride or dies that can't be swayed against him.
Oh, are you saying he's secretly happy because he's got a big monster family now?
Yes, but also when they actually worked together, they legitimately conquered most of the known universe. So
He's a baddie through and through who will teleport through space and time to show you what's what. Because he's no ordinary Koopa.
Another ad! All right, Dr. Eggman time? Let's see.
Citizens of Earth, lend me your ears. Imagine a world of endless possibility where people are free as the wind. Isn't it disgusting? Now imagine a better
He destroyed the moon.
world, one with proper guidance and the technology to bring about global peace.
But Wiz, only a brilliant mind can make that happen.
Not just any brilliant mind, he's a genius at heart who knows the dangers within. He's
Listen, I'm rooting for Eggman because my channel is Sonic, but I don't know. They laid out a really good case for Bowser.
Ivo Robotnik.
Dr. Eggman.
As a mad scientist myself, his story is my inspiration, just as Eggman's was his grandfather, Gerald Robotnik.
Wow, they already
who
got
sought to
the
create world
Sonic and Shadow Generation stuff in there.
peace through technology. But then his beloved granddaughter, Maria, was killed by the Guardian
No!
Unit of Nations.
So sad.
Known as...
Gun. They're frickin' called G-U-N. Anyway, Lil Eggy grew up a lonely narcissist.
Lil Eggy!
because all his family talked about was Maria this, Maria that. Boo-hoo!
Neglect and envy tainted Ivo's goals of following Gerald's footsteps. He distanced himself from his grandfather's legacy. Instead of bettering the world, he would conquer it.
Yeah.
To get the attention he deserved.
No, you mean craved. Desperately craved.
OVA.
Tomato.
You just said it
Boom.
the same way twice.
He aimed to establish Eggman Land, a capital of science. And this paradise would have worked just fine if not for
He's
the
the CEO of Eggman Industries.
blasted Sonic the Hedgehog.
For years, Eggman's plans literally blew up in his face. And he's a very sore loser.
But just like any good experiment, the doctor did more testing, seeking better results.
He's created plenty of knickknacks to terrorize the world with. A laser gun, a cloning ray, mind control cannons, a flying armada, typical evil scientist stuff.
Then there's the big ones. He invented a spatial displacement trap, which, while online, scatters a target's atoms across space. Oh, and then there's the metal virus.
I was literally just thinking metal virus. That's crazy. How are the Koopas gonna take on the metal virus?
Transmutes organic tissue into living metal zombies.
That's crazy. I literally was like, yo, metal virus.
Deadly, it created a plague that nearly wiped out all life on Earth.
Shame Eggman never made himself immune to it. That's a whoopsie.
And when he's not duping you with decoys, he's riding in style with the Eggmobile. It's lightweight for maneuverability, but tough enough to withstand moon-sized explosions and even the center
I was gonna say this too. He also survived the black hole.
of a black
For all this talk about Bowser destroying the universe, he survived a black hole.
I mean, it's kind of lame looking, but he can plug it into big bad mechs like the Egg Walker or the Death Egg Robot, whose giant laser once obliterated 77,000 cubic meters of rock in an instant.
That's not
like
enough.
An atomic bomb in your pocket all the time. Oh, okay, maybe this guy's pretty cool.
Eggman built machines for a long list of combat situations. Some look like knights, others use extraterrestrial sources like the Wisps, and then there's the orbital bases, like the Death Egg.
The reference is obvious, but Darth Vader's version is like a toy compared to the Death Egg, which can annihilate stars. Woof! A whole constellation gone in one shot.
That's not to say Eggman doesn't enjoy scrapping with blue hedgehogs himself. Enter the Egg Dragoon.
Hell yeah! The rawest of the battle mechs. It's got electric drills. It's got ice missiles. It's got a whole lot of...
Yo, they were saying Bowser has 160 trillion things. I don't even know of strength. So it's like, I don't know, man.
Well, it's my God whiz. I need it.
Time Eater, I see the Time Eater is probably the strongest of the, you know, that's got to be the one.
And don't forget, Eggman built all of these things himself. Maybe world domination is in his grasp yet.
One problem. Eggman's a turbo loner. No hobbies, no friends, no wife, no nothing.
Come on, he has friends. I mean, he's a feminist. Oh, okay, maybe not, but what about Infinite? Sure, they might have joined forces over a mutually sought revenge against Shadow, but it counts.
Ready to unlock Roblox digital gift cards?
Sort of.
Infinite.
Who needs friends when you can build friends?
Obviously,
Infinite.
Eggman has a tough time collaborating
Nope.
with others, so he just built his own army instead.
The Eggman Empire.
The Badniks are mass-produced foot soldiers, buzz bombers, crab meats, caterkillers, egg robos, and don't forget those cute little moto bugs. The Badniks may seem simple.
In theory, I think the Badniks are stronger than all of the, you know, the Goombas and the Koopas, especially because the Badniks are mass-produced. So it's like, there's a finite amount of Koopas. You can make an infinite number of Badniks, though, potentially.
They're led by an elite, multi-talented unit, the hard-boiled heavies. Really leaning into the egg thing, huh?
The army has a wide variety of troops, even your classic comedy duo with Orbot and Cubot. They're Eggman's assistants and immense disappointments.
Yeah, Mecha Sonic, Mecha Knuckles, Shadow Android, the Egg Fleet. Like, I don't know. These guys definitely solo the Mario henchmen.
Genius has their duds.
Hey, at least they're not Scratch and Grounder. But that's why he's made top-notch bots modeled after the Sonic cast, like everyone's favorite robo-faker, Metal Sonic.
Yeah.
Sonic has the most horsepower in the Eggman Empire. He has the moves and speed of Sonic and then some. He's had his rebellious phases, but Eggman's reprogrammed Metal to better follow his commands. Additionally, when upgraded to his Neo form,
Yeah.
Sonic could copy biological data, including unique powers like Shadow's time stop technique,
Yep.
chaos control.
He could even copy Silver's Psycho
But he also, I guess, Neo Metal Sonic did lose to base Shadow.
Kinesis, and with enough chaos energy, he powers up into Super Neo Metal.
Who's beating him? Base Shadow technically took the emerald out of him, too. It may be Shadow's the strongest.
Sonic.
Though everything would change with the appearance of the Phantom Ruby. One of many trump cards at Eggman's disposal, the Phantom Ruby alters reality by manipulating perception.
Basically super OP illusions, but in Infinite's hands, it's a weapon of mass destruction. I don't know how illusions translate to body replicas, changing gravity, or making a fake sun, but go off, King!
And when used on the planet's consciousness, which is a thing, the Ruby granted Eggman the Lightman form.
Wait, what is this?
Yep, apparently.
This is Sonic Channel art. I remember this. Is this canon? If he could do this, then... Listen, if he could do this, then Bowser's cooked.
Super Eggman is canon, though it is...
Is Super Eggman canon? How do they know that? I'm looking at this right now. This is Cap.
But the Phantom
Maybe it is.
Ruby
Who knows?
isn't the only souped-up gem Eggman has. He's used the jeweled scepter to make the world-shattering Egg Wizard. Then, on more than one occasion, he's effortlessly gathered the super rare, super powerful Chaos Emeralds. You know, the things that power Super Saiyan Hedgehog.
Eggman built and built and built, and eventually, he built something that started to build on him. Sage was originally designed as a mere assistant, but through an alien encounter...
We don't really know Sage's power like that. I mean, is she really that powerful? I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know.
Actual sentience.
Sage is already super powerful, but now she's also super smart. She thought up millions of battle plans all at once to defeat the massive titans.
And you can barely remember where you put your dune bug.
I know exactly where it is. It's at the police impound. Thank you very much.
Sage was Eggman's saving grace. He had previously found machines with personality lacking, but Sage's great adequacy in serving her function provided Eggman with something that, for the first time, he'd hate to lose. In essence, a sort of daughter.
So, like any good daddy,
Yeah, true.
gave her the keys to his car, his spaceship, and his orbital death ray. Hell, now she controls the entire army.
And this frankly unheard of trust from Eggman became crucial in defeating the End.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
An entity so mighty, even Supersonic struggled against it.
Their
She
battle
helped.
can only be described as
She did.
peak fiction, because charged by 7 Chaos Emeralds, Supersonic's no joke.
The power of one emerald can shift continents. All 7 together can shift the universe.
And kill some pretty terrifying bosses, like Eggman's Time Eater, which ripped apart space-time like tissue paper.
In
Yeah.
short, Chaos Emeralds give thoughts power. With them, Eggman's best machines can run indefinitely.
Let's go back to the feats real quick. Conquered most of the planet, harnessed the power of the emeralds, broke the moon. The moon, compared to the stuff they were listing for Bowser, is not good enough. Eggmobile flew to the moon in seconds and destroyed gun and led some beloved villains and Zavok. Helped Sonic save the world. You know, they made a real good case for Bowser.
In short, Chaos Emeralds give thoughts power. With them, Eggman's best machines can run indefinitely while matching the greatest powers ever seen. Like when 3 supers battled Solaris, who tried to destroy time itself. Solaris extended its chaos across multiple timelines in about 20 seconds, or 73 quadrillion
There we go. See, these are the numbers right here.
times light speed.
It's funny though, while Eggman's smarts have sort of defeated Sonic here and there, he's pretty effective when he teams up with the Blue Blur to save the world.
Well, recall how Professor Gerald was a good person before losing the granddaughter he loved. In Eggman's case, now that he has Sage, perhaps a similar story is playing out in reverse.
Nah.
Nope.
He will always have a harebrained scheme behind his cufflinks.
So watch out, critters and plebeians of the world. He is the Eggman, and he's got the master plan.
All right, another ad.
Set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
Let's run the simulations.
Time for a death battle!
Here we go, death battle. Like, these guys right here just seem like they got nothing on everything on Eggman's army. It just, some of those feats they listed for Bowser are really impressive.
I've come to make an announcement. This territory
no.
is now the base for my upcoming Eggman Land 2. What a joke.
Oh, it's about to go down.
I am Dr. Eggman.
Oh,
Genius overload. Get a load of this.
get a load of this. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at these armies real quick. Here's what we got. I mean, these guys look like nothing. It looks like Eggman has the eye test says Eggman has the advantage, but you know, their power scaling, I don't know. Here we go. Okay. Oh, look at him go.
Shut up, nerd.
What do you call him? Let's go, Bowser. Cook him. He took that out with... Oh!
You call these toys an invasion force? I've seen Toads do better.
He's saying Toads do better.
This power is without peer. It is the ultimate strength.
Wow. Wow. Oh. Oh, it's over. What is he doing? Thwomp? Oh! Did a Thwomp just take out Infinite? Is he dead? He went out sad. He went out sad. Metal Sonic. Oh, he's got the Phantom Ruby. Metal Sonic with the Phantom Ruby. Yeah, 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 yeah. Metal, he's not to play with. Mario Party. The Mario Party reference. There we go. Okay. Metal is soloing him.
All according to plan.
You've lost the battle.
Yeah.
Excellent work as always, Metal. Ready to wrap this up, Sage?
As you command.
You know what they say, the more the merrier.
Oh, he's turning him into the Bowser's Fury.
Showtime.
Okay. OP. That's his OP form, though. That's not fair. How's this fair? There we go. I think Bowser wins this one, probably. Let's go, Sage. Yeah, Super Neo. Hey. Let's go. This is hype, bro. What is it? How do they make this? Okay, war pipes. Yeah, right, dude. Yeah. He's done. Goodbye. See ya. Oh no, he just turned into Shadow Mario. He's not. Yo, he's getting cooked by Super Neo. Stop. Oh.
How dare you keep your
Oh, his son. Oh. Oh. Why is it so hype? Oh, he's dead. Is he dead? Oh, what is he doing? Oh, the whole planet?
The Death Egg, max power.
Super Sage? The moon. There's the moon! Okay, Eggman's done. He's on the move. Oh! He's dead? Eggman's on his feet right now. Dry Bones Bowser? Is that even canon though? Like, cause technically isn't that like him being dead?
Sage, fire is again.
Wait, how? What? Oh no, he's done. He's done. Dry Bones Bowser? That's not what? Oh, he's dead. I don't know, man.
This war was not an easy one to win, which might seem surprising given how the Sonic series is not afraid to show how tough its cast is, while Mario's comes across as more cartoony.
But as it turns out, Bowser had everything he needed to...
That's what I'm saying. I feel like the Sonic cast, I mean, just we're talking about the eye test. Everything we saw there visually, it seemed like the Team Sonic had the upper hand, but Bowser just went into his Giga Bowser's Fury form and then he just cooked everyone.
To take Chrome Dome down. Trap it.
He defeated the Phantom Ruby and the 7 Chaos Emeralds.
This one's a lot So we'll break it down into 5 categories.
Let's see the
First up is
categories.
Physical stats.
That's Bowser.
Pretty handedly outmatched any of Eggman's usual mechs, like the Egg Dragoon or the Death Egg Robot.
The Death Egg Robot could level cities. Bowser could punch a castle out of orbit.
The Death Egg could destroy stars, but Yoshi could match that level of power, and Bowser's strength is certainly above the green dinosaurs. Plus, while both Bowser and Eggman's tech survived black holes, Bowser's was much larger.
So, he may win stats, but this could change with their powers. With so many items and minions, that could make all that a moot point.
Aside from power-up items, both could manipulate minds, create duplicates, and alter space-time. However, Bowser had a significant edge in having access to the majority of his abilities at all times.
Yeah, Eggman can do some crazy stuff, but only across different mechs, fortresses, or space.
I feel like Eggman does it more consistently. Like, you look at, he went into the Bowser's Fury form. He only did that once. Eggman can consistently do a lot of this stuff.
Bases. Bowser's all natural. He's got all his best powers built in, and he ain't even a robot.
Meaning he wins the war of attrition. He even had counters for battle enders like the metal virus and spatial displacement trap. Context.
What were his counters for that?
For those weapons, and both backfired in the past. But more importantly, Bowser could simply reverse.
Oh wait, he reversed it?
The effects with his transmutation magic. Conversely, most of Eggman's robots could get turned into, say, a frog or a block with no reliable way back. Bowser takes the edge in powers.
But definitely not for intelligence.
That's true.
Come on, you have a 4-digit IQ, Bowser? Really? That's cute. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bowser's not an idiot, usually. Just really, really clumsy. Poor fella.
Meanwhile, Eggman's an engineering genius who rarely ever gets bested by brains.
Easy dub. Now, let's talk trump cards.
As in, items so powerful they could decide the entire outcome on their own.
The Phantom Ruby was super dangerous, but specifically targets perceptions. Unlike Bowser's Wonder Flower, which mucks up reality for real. The Ruby affected a whole planet, but the Wonder Flower had the power to alter
When did he use that? I didn't even see him use that.
Also, the Dreamstone's ability to wish anything out of existence would have no problem cleaning up Super Neo Metal Sonic or Time Eater.
Their most prized possessions was a tougher call. Together, the Chaos Emeralds can break the universe, but so can the Grand Stars. Arguably not as much given the Emerald scaling to Solaris, though Power Stars and Grand Stars are far more plentiful. Clearly, this is getting fairly abstract, and both had multiple options that could win the day instantly, so the safest bet is to call this category a tie.
Which means it's finally time to compare their armies.
They gotta give this to Eggman.
Here at first glance. I mean, look at all those buzzsaws and rockets. Metal Sonic's speed and power alone could solo most of the Koopa Troop, but the Eggman Empire lacked something Bowser had in spades: teamwork and loyalty.
Eggman is a notoriously terrible team player. His alliances are practically guaranteed to fall apart.
I'd say
in Sonic
Eggman definitely wins the army discussion.
With himself.
Eggman's army is designed to be controlled by just him. To Eggman, it's harder to command those with free will, hence his rivalry with the free-natured Sonic.
Meanwhile, the Koopa Troop follows Bowser because they actually like him. They train really hard to cover each other's weak points,
giving them plenty of advantages as this war progressed, like battlefield control through King Boo's magic and Bowser Jr.'s paint. And since the Koopa Troop doesn't rely that much on technology, Sage's hacking potential had little use.
Also, secret weapon? Kamek is kinda busted, canceling Metal Sonic's power copying, stealing the Phantom Ruby, and potentially swapping the Chaos Emeralds were huge game changers.
Okay.
On that Bowser and his army can use any Mario power-up item, and they had millions, no, billions of combinations that the Eggman Empire just could not actively plan against. Even with Sage's millions of plans to take down the Titans, she thought them to be unbeatable, which Sonic proved was incorrect.
Okay.
Just comparing their conquests makes it clear. The Eggman Empire took over the whole planet, but Bowser's troop conquered most of the universe.
Okay.
Eggman was no pushover. His wit, power up.
You know what the problem is? The problem is that the Mario universe is a lot, hear me out, a lot more fantasy than the Sonic universe. The Sonic universe is a little bit grounded in reality in the sense that there's regular humans, there's regular cities, whereas in the Mario universe there's a lot more magic and power items and OP abilities that break the entire fight. So, you know, they did lay out a pretty good case prior to the fight. I guess the real question is, would the Bowser and Eggman army versus Mario and Sonic, like, who would win that? And also, like, look at Bowser's entire army versus Mario. Like, who... It's hard to really say because I feel like Mario defeats Bowser all the time. Sonic defeats Eggman all the time. But then, like, then you put the feats and strength of the Eggman army or the feats and strength of the Bowser and his army versus either individual Mario and Sonic. It's like, I feel like they almost made a case that they could beat Mario and Sonic too. Metal Sonic definitely carried this fight though, I gotta say. If Metal did that well, I wonder how well Sonic would do against Bowser's army. Yeah.
And ridiculous machines gave Bowser the biggest fight of his life. But the Koopa King's ludicrous strength, abilities, and united forces ultimately prevailed.
Eggman tried to poach the king, and now he's cracked and scrambled.
That's
The
it.
winner is Bowser.
Next time
Okay.
on Death Battle.
All right. Well, what do you guys think? I know that, there's going to be a war in the comments, so you guys let me know.